Infinite scrolling makes addiction to social media 1000 times worse. If you can't look back at your younger self and realize that you were an idiot, you are probably still an idiot. If a morgue worker dies, they'd still need to come into work one more time. In Despicable Me, the entrance to the villain bank is in the middle of 3 urinals, which makes sense because no sane person would use the middle urinal to avoid being right next to someone while peeing. Plus only a villain would use the middle urinal to create the chaos anyway. It's hard to be a prepper. During the good times, people dislike you because they think you're paranoid. During the bad times, they dislike you for being right all along. Elsa is pretty athletic for a person that was locked up in her room since she was young until she turned 21. We thought our parents were embarrassing, but when the TikTok generation has kids, those kids will face forms of embarrassment unknown to us. The day cheese becomes an acceptable gift is the day you officially become an adult. No matter how many times we see it, we are always a little surprised whenever we see the moon during the day. It's kind of strange that our only response to humor is to convulse and make noise. Our response to sadness is to leak water and wail. Your brain has such a huge database of sounds that you know exactly what your dining room table would sound like if you were to tap it. You can tell how safe a neighborhood is by how many security cameras are in the local McDonald's. All these social media posts about listing your first job and first car and favorite color seem like a pretty obvious ploy to figure out people's passwords. The main difference between post-apocalypse and dystopian cyberpunk is whether or not electricity and plumbing still works. The costumes and haircuts are the same. People are now stocking up on necessities out of fear of running out, because people are stocking up on necessities, and not because of the chance of a lockdown. Someday there will be dads disappointed in their sons, because they like sports rather than video games. The first parents to let their kids cook in front of Gordon Ramsay, before any of us knew that he is actually really nice and patient with young chefs, must have really hated their kid. Nobody ever said your favorite number couldn't have a decimal. If there was a button that removed the person who pressed it from existence, along with any memories and traces of them, we would think that no one has ever pressed it. The biggest appeal of having a dishwasher isn't the automatic washing of dishes, it's having extra space to keep your clean dishes out of the way and out of sight until you have the willpower to put them away. It's 20 times easier to tell if someone likes you if you don't like them back. A chicken nugget is a meatball, and nothing can change that fact. You know you really hate a game when you still hate it when you're winning.